Let's add some romance to this classic off-the-shoulder top. After its fashion evolution, it's sure to get a second date. Hi, Chanel here with another edition for your So Chanel fashion playlist, bringing you tips, tools, and techniques for your fashion evolutions. So if you're new here, join us and we'll bring you weekly doses of fashion inspiration. Well, another find in my closet, an off-the-shoulder knit top that I should be wearing, but I don't. But I wanted to give it a fashion evolution. And I also found this skirt in my closet. It's just a simple white skirt that I never wear. It's too bulky up here. But I thought, what about if I cut this lace off and put it on this top, like lay it around here, and make more of a little fun dancing top, like the salsa dancers wear. So I think I'm gonna see what I come up with. I'm gonna start first with cutting this trim off about an inch above there and lay it on there and see how it looks. All right, cut the skirt apart. It's always fun. But the whole reason for this skirt was for this lace. So no matter what, I can use it for something good. So I thought I just cut this off thing. I think I'm gonna have to go back and pink this edge here, because I think how this is gonna have to go on here is just lap over this part here. I'm gonna get this in the center, and then I'll just be stitching, just roll this down and stretching this as I stitch right here so that it will bounce back. So I can't just stitch on top of the elastic, because when you put it on, it stretches over to get that way. So that's just pretty simple, like that. And it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to sew it on, but I think that'll add some pizzazz to this simple little top, put some romance into it. All right, I've been playing around with this to see the best way of attack, and what I discovered was if I sew it on the back side of this elastic, and I sew the basically wrong sides together, and I sew it on the back side and then let the front drape roll over, it's actually going to be pretty, and it will gather that way. If I need to stitch it there to stay it down, it'll, at least this will, if I stitch it here first, will hold it a little bit easier. So how I started this first was I found the center front and made sure the center of my lace applique was right in the center where I want it. And I'm probably going to start there too, since you won't see the stitch at all. Just want to make sure it goes there, because when you're dealing with elastic, it kind of shifts off a little bit. But how I pin this down, let me see where I started from here. I love this cardboard marking or cutting table because you can anchor down the elastic, or anchor anything down. Then I pull the top, the elastic part, and then I'm able to pin the lace on. And then I can do it, I can actually keep going. I can anchor it here, pull, I put a pin in at each applique and then one in the center, and then I anchor it again, and I just keep pinning all of this, because you definitely have to pin this. You can't just take it to the machine and sew it. And just get it all balanced out, and then on the machine I'm just going to stitch straight down the middle of this and keep the pins. I might even sew over the pins here to make sure it just stays on track. And then I have to figure out when I get to the, let me just lift these off, when I get to the other side, how I'm going to finish this part off. I cut the, there's only one seam allowance here, so I cut it off. Then I have to just drape this over, and it's going to end where it ends. And then so that hopefully it ends at a nice spot where I can kind of mold these together and make it look like one applique. But I'm going to go and sew this now and hope for the best. I'm also going to make sure I have enough thread in my bobbin, because I would hate to run out of a bobbin in the middle of this. Okay, I have it a little bit before my center mark, and I'm just going to be pulling and stretching. I think I'm going to be stitching right in the middle of that elastic. I have it on the longest stitch, just the base stitch, so I can just get it down. And every time I'm done here, I'm going to put the needle in there, and I'm just going to go from pin to pin and try and keep this straight. Oop. Take these out. Well, this is looking pretty good. It's simple. Should have done this years ago to this top. What I've done is I sewed it on the under part here, and then what I need to do is now roll it over to the front, and so that it has a nice good finish on it. But the problem is I'm going to have to top stitch all along here because this will just pop out, and there's no way of keeping that down. So I mean, if I didn't have to do it, it'd be nice because this wouldn't have a stitch going this way, but I think it's still going to look good and it'll be a lot more comfortable. So this is looking really cute. It's going to be a fun little top to wear. And wow, I'm going to go stitch that down, put lots of pins in there so I can get it nice and even, maybe even press it so I get a nice crease in there so I get a nice good even stitch, and see how that looks. Well, this is shaping up really great. I just, when I had put a lot of pins in here to hold it down, but I think it was just a little easier if I just sewed it without pins, just roll it over and held it taut like this and sewed along, and I got it pretty even, so that seemed to be the way to go. Next I have to finish off this lace part here. It kind of lined up pretty well, thank gosh. This what I'm going to do is just like zigzag over this lace part, trim off the rest of this close to the lace edge here, and zigzag it, and then you won't know where it started and where it stopped. So that's sometimes the beauty of lace. You can actually just, you know, make it work with that. But that's the back of that, and this is looking pretty cute. So I also think I'm not going to shorten this for just yet. I'm going to try this on, see how this looks, and see if I'll wear it. If I don't wear it, then I'll chop it off and give it to one of my students. So, but this is looking a lot more fun to wear. It's got a little more romance to it, and looking pretty cute. So look in your closet and see if you have any lace bottoms, skirt parts on anything that you could use the lace off if there's something you're not wearing, and maybe there's a off-the-shoulder top you could jazz up and make fun, make it more fun. So let us know in the comments below what you would have done with this top. I had other ideas, and this one was quick and easy, so I love those kind of projects. So until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Wow, well, this top turned out so cute. I gave it to Paige. She's been helping me at summer camps this summer, and she looks so cute at it. And she just made a skirt in our intermediate camp, and this would be perfect with it. What do you think, Paige?
I love it.
It's cute. It's very you. I love it. I'm glad somebody's going to wear it. Get some good wear out of it. That was a good upcycle.